welcome back to Serbia. Crickey Joe here. I traded in the International 1480 Combine for a John Deere 2058, and we're going to see how this mod works out on this farm. Soybeans are ready. We are currently harvesting field 44. The field 41 is planted in barley and fertilized also, and it's on its way to being ready, so we're starting on our next harvest. I just also wanted to check and make sure that this combine also cut soybeans, accepted the multi-fruits on this map, and it does, which is good. This combine cost $39,000 plus some change, a little bit more expensive than the International. But I do like this combine a lot, and since we do have a John Deere tractor, it'll match. So I'm slowly going or leaning towards a John Deere farm here. This one is a little bit slower. The ESL limiter version is not supported for course play, so I set it for 8 miles per hour, but it hovers right around 4 or 5 miles per hour. A little bit slower combine, but we're not in any big rush since there's no withering on this map. So let's get our tractor, get him ready to roll. I've already got the trailer hooked up. I sold all the wheat from the last harvest, so we made a little bit of change. Sold the 2 Ford 7000s, so this is the only tractor we have currently. So I'm going to start trying to upgrade our equipment after this harvest. Once we sell some soybeans, we may get another tractor. Sold our 2 chaff wagons as well, because we have the forage wagon, the Class Quantum, that I believe will accept chaff, so we can use it instead. Okay, so we need to do field 44. Do we? I don't think we have a. Well, I think we can use field 41 unload. Just as well for both fields, hopefully. We'll try it out and see, that way we don't have to make an extra course. Alright, let's see if that course works. Oh, and that will be a problem with the trucks in the way. Trucks out of the way. We'll just move them up here. Okay, he is on the guardrail. Why? Maybe I have his speed a little too high. Come on. lag spike there, so we'll see what happens. Still think I'm going to sell that John Deere tractor. Okay, let me pause for 1 second. Alright, let's see if that works. Alright, so this combine is slow. That's not a problem, no big hurry. He'll get the job done just like the other one. A little bit more narrow header. I think this one's listed as an 18-foot header as opposed to the 20-foot on the International 1480. But we'll take our time. There's no big rush here. Let's just double check to make sure the John Deere's coming back. Should be. I'm not going to click on him right now. It seems like every time I do that the lag starts. So once we get this harvest done, actually what I may do is go ahead and sell him. Let's go ahead and sell him. I'm going to go ahead and purchase International Harvester 3588 and reset him back to the farm. And I'm going to hook him up to the trailer. So I know this guy works. See if that fixes our lag problem. And let's go find the trailer. Now let's put on the Field 41 unload, reset all this, and it should be good, and the levels, and he should wait there until needed. Like some of the barley has gotten ready on this edge, the first strip anyway. The rest of it looks still green. Alright, so he should... It's still a nice looking tractor. I like this mod. So let's check on our combine. What level is he at? He is at 26%. And he is missing. Set him just a little bit narrower. Set him at 5.5. Let's see if he will continue his way. Now he'll have to cut down this side and see how his width looks after this pass. It's kind of a hit and miss, adjust as you go kind of thing. Alright. Guess I can speed him up here. try speeding them up with the SL limiter button plus on the numpad. Get him a little bit more speed. That should be good. So after this soybean harvest on this field, I think we'll plant sunflowers next on this field, and then we'll rotate to canola. Basically all the crops, and corn then after that, or maybe corn before canola, since we've done 2 canola harvests. Since I'm going to use this field for crops that do not leave straw, like I said, we'll do wheat and barley on field 41 down there, just for the foraging, for the chaff, for the biogas. Kind of swath he takes on this next one, just to see if we've got the header width about right. Excuse me. Alright, let's see. Itself. I think every time I look at the farm. Yeah. Alright, so about 5.5 is good. 5.5 meters I set that for, so shouldn't be too bad. Just watch him as he continues to harvest. So still a few lag issues after selling the John Deere tractor. It's going to be the save game or the map maybe. I don't know. So here it goes again. A little bit of a spike. I don't know. Just every once in a while it decides it wants to go down to about 5 to 6 frames per second and then go back up again. So I guess we'll just have to see what happens. If it gets to be too much of a problem, we may have to end this season early. I don't want to because this map is fun. I enjoy it. But we'll see what happens. Harvest, and we'll just kind of follow along and watch the harvest. A lot of times I don't just sit in one place and watch one operation for very long, and since we have nothing else to do, we might as well watch this combine harvest soybeans. Maybe a little bit boring, but some people like to sit and watch it. Tell you what, soybeans take forever to build up in the combine tank. Never grew soybeans growing up on the farm, so don't really know much about them. Don't know what the yield's like. It seems like it should be higher than that. Switch over to the tractor view so we can kind of follow along with him once he gets ready to unload. Getting a little better frame rate inside this tractor than inside or outside the combine, so I think it fits well with this gravity wagon. Did not put the duals on it at this point. need duals on it anyway to pull a gravity wagon like this. There'd be no problem for it. I think it's a 180 horsepower tractor, which is a decent size. Quite ready to unload yet. He's still at 27%, so we're just kind of zoom out here and kind of watch him as he goes. Behind the map, nothing but blackness. So since we're just doing some soybean harvesting, I think we'll call it an episode for today. Just kind of give you an update of where we're at, and how we're advancing on our farm. After this soybean harvest, we'll start on the barley across the road. And once we get those two harvests in, we'll start chaffing again on the barley field to take to the biogas. Keep that operation going, and once we get that going, we'll have to see what we're ready to do after that and make a decision on whether we maybe get into dairy cattle. I think that's probably going to be the next step before we buy any more fields. So hope everyone's doing well. You take care of yourselves, and we will catch you next time.